Hello and welcome. This is meditation. I'm Rebecca, and I welcome you today. So I am very excited because I'm going to a wedding. I'm leaving after class and going up to Hiawassee, Georgia. And this wedding will be taking place in a venue up there called the Retreat at Hiawassee, and it sounds like it's going to be just beautiful. And I am very, very excited about it. I'm going to go ahead and mute the room for focus. I am recording today's session, but again, only I get recorded. And I record sometimes so that other people can see the recording. One of our regulars is not able to be here today. All right, so going to a wedding. A wedding gives me that sense of hope for the future. These are two young people that I know well, and they are very engaged in the world and engaged in what we call in Judaism tikkun olam, or repairing the world, and they give me hope for our future. And one of my favorite images of hope is a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow and a clear blue sky. And so today we're going to do a meditation that is about compassion and about hope and about the coolness of the color blue, a blue sky, a blue lake. And I hope that this will give you a sense of hope as it does for me. One of the things that I love when I go to a lake is skipping stones, right? Uh, and watching those ripples. And the ripples spread out and spread out and spread out. And one little drop, as we know, allows a lot of engagement, a lot of effect. And so each of us is a drop of water in making our own little ripple in this big clear blue lake. So these ripples, these stones, for me, I like to think of them as acts of loving kindness. So as we drop our stones, we are taking these small acts of loving kindness that have enormous ripples, right? If we each take it upon ourselves to act with loving kindness, then we can affect the state of the world. We can affect our community. We can affect our city, our area, and we can affect our world. Let's make that effect of sharing our ripples of loving kindness. All right. So with that imagery in mind, beautiful clear blue lake and a blue sky and stones of loving kindness making ripples, ripples of loving kindness, ripples of compassion. All right, I think I've set the stage. So go ahead and find your seat for meditation. And that might look like sitting on a cushion. It might be sitting in a chair or on your couch. It might be lying down. There are lots of comfortable ways to meditate. So make sure for this practice, make sure that you are comfortable, that you feel well supported, that you're in a place where you're not slumped over, so that you have access to a full and expansive breath, and that you feel both supported and also awake. Meditation can be a nice lead in to sleep, but it is itself a wakeful practice. It is a practice of concentration. And so we will concentrate on some imagery, maybe on our breath, maybe on, you know, noticing the thoughts in our head and letting them float by like clouds. And then our body, our minds can rest deeply. All right, so finding your meditative space, your seat, look around and notice we're all in different spaces. So notice if there is something in your space that is the color blue. Maybe you can look outside and see a blue sky, or maybe you can see this beautiful imagery of this lake, or maybe there's something else in your space that is blue. So when you find and choose one thing that is blue, notice it and take it in. And then allow your eyes to close or take a soft, unfocused gaze and experience your awareness of the color blue. What does blue feel like? There's a wonderful film called Mask, and in it, this boy is with this girl who is blind, and he's helping her to see, quote unquote, see colors by giving her, like, something hot was red, I remember, and something like cotton balls were white. I don't remember what blue was. Maybe it was an ice cube. I can't remember. Anyway, what does blue feel like in your body? And if it doesn't feel like anything, then just notice that and invite blue in whatever way seems feasible to you. Maybe you can picture something blue in your mind. And then begin to notice sensation, feeling what is beneath you. What are you resting upon? And what is around you? The space, the air, the light. Are there any smells in your space? Is there anything that you hear beyond the sound of my voice? And once you become very aware of your space, see if you can settle in. Noticing what's present for you as you begin to quiet your mind, your thoughts. What do you notice? Maybe it's a sensation in the body or an emotion. Maybe it's just a thought or a series of thoughts. Pardon me. Whatever is present for you is welcome. And in this practice, we notice. And then we come back to something that we've chosen to be our sense of a sacred center, our core. And that might be the breath, it might be the imagery that we're talking about. But everything that's present belongs, everything is welcome. Begin to soften through your toes, your feet and legs, your hips, your low back and your low belly. Allow the belly to be soft so that you can take a gentle, comfortable, and expansive breath. Heart open, softness between your shoulder blades. Let the shoulders drop away from your ears, arms supported. You might open and close your jaw a few times, swallow, and let your jaw be relaxed. Your lips can be together or parted. Breathing in and out of your nose if that's possible. Softening through the muscles of your face. Relaxing around your eyes and between your eyebrows. Smoothing out your forehead and softening the crown of the head. release, and let the earth beneath you support you. So we're going to work with blue as a healing energy. Imagine a clear blue sky above you, expansive, vast. And as thoughts appear in your mind, see them as little puffy clouds. So each thought gets its own cloud. And clouds, as they do, will begin to move across the sky with a gentle breeze. So let your thought be noticed, connect it to a cloud, and let it float away. Taking in again the clear blue sky. And below that clear blue sky is a big blue lake. Maybe you can imagine that you're sitting at the edge of the lake. Maybe you feel water against your toes. Or if you like water imagery, maybe you're floating in the clear blue lake, supported. And those thought clouds are reflected in the water. Can you soften into the cool blue image? Imagine the blue water, the blue sky, and you are part of it. Letting go of anything that is not serving you in this moment. Letting it float away like clouds in the sky. And begin to bring in the image of the ripples. We talked at the beginning about a single drop, a single stone, like an act of loving kindness, sends ripples out across the lake, across our world. And those ripples are reflected. The sky reflects to the water to the sky. You might imagine with each exhale, it's like a drop, and the ripples expand as you inhale. If breath imagery doesn't help, then just use visual imagery or stay with the clouds. As thoughts, emotions, sensations come up, notice them with compassion, with no judgment, and let them float away like clouds in the sky. And focus on ripples of loving kindness. We'll come into some quiet now, and then I'll come back to lead you out. begin to deepen your breath, bringing small movements into hands and feet, arms and legs. Maybe rolling your head slowly from side to side. If you're lying down, roll to one side and pause. And slowly bring yourself up to sitting, allowing your attention to stay deeply inward for another moment or two. We'll seal our practice with one chant of Om for the community we create when we practice together. If you'd like to join, bringing hands together at heart center, we'll inhale. Om. Om Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Jai Bhagwan. May the light in each of us be victorious. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and with each other.